possible. Talk to your friend, oh. Show me, baby, oh. Show me, oh. She be one for me. You talk say it like me. I be rolling wagon. Kilo bejo. I dey give you signal. She you know they see me. I give you green light. Fire. I'm like kilo babu. Oh my lord from the world. I go shoot my shot to you. So go baby take my number. You can call me later. I want to be your love.
Okay, can you tell me your Nigerian favorite music artist?
Ricardo Bank.
Ricardo Banks. So can you sing any of his song?
Okay, in the light the Kaya catapult of heavy.
Okay.
The troll us bomb of jealousy.
Okay.
They try to put us under.
Okay.
But they cannot stop our love. Ricardo.
Yeah, some jazz. If them like me, them fire catapult of envy. They throw us bomb of jealousy. They stand there our progress. See, they know people put us under. Yeah, if them like me, them fire catapult of envy. Oh, they throw us bomb of jealousy. They stand there our progress. See, they cannot stop our love. Oh. So no be me fine person, my pretty baby girl. Still you stand by me, even though I make you vex. So why you love me like this? Tell me why, baby, I deserve peace. Baby, baby, Mon gars qui quand lui bon quand my baby, baby, you know they can't you. Even when your friends them they around you. As we dey go them they mod you. You still respect my hustle. I count on you, you know they bust my bubble.
Hello beautiful people, my name is Jide Awopono. Yes, as you all know, I'm Sam on Jennifer's Diary and I do a whole lot of other productions as well. Yes, keep watching the Base TV channel.
Hey guys, welcome back and let's check out the hot topic of the week.
Welcome back. And for the topic, if they give you 50 million naira to leave the country and they don't come back.
Wow.
You leave the country and
Jesus.
get the money.
I don't know. Will I leave? I think so, yes.
Jimmy, you will leave?
Yeah.
Like, and never return?
Yeah, I would, okay, let's see, 50 million naira. If you have 50 million naira and you go to USA, it won't work because you'll be the brokest then, so you'll just think of it. I think I'll go to countries like Togo or Cotonou.
I need to go to Seneboda.
Seneboda is to Nigeria now, so what are you saying? If I go to Cotonou, I'll be the richest babe, you know, like cheek, you don't know.
50 million?
50 million naira, yeah.
And after spending the 50 million, what
No,
next?
no.
You come back home like a producer?
Haba, no.
Sorry,
because the question said never return, so you have to spend with your brain and be viewers at home. So you have to spend it with your brain, like you make plans, at least look for a lucrative business you can do with it that will bring returns for you, as in huge returns.
Okay.
And then the rest you can just use down to, like, you know, chill. Yeah, chill.
Okay, now let me ask you, if you've been given 50 million naira to start something in Nigeria, will you make profits or not?
Yeah, definitely I will.
So why live in the country then?
Because they won't give me the 50 million naira if I'm staying in the country. So what the whole, okay.
Yeah, actually, you have a
just hold on.
Okay.
If it were you, what would you have done? I want to know.
Actually, I You understand? Like I won't.
You what?
I won't mind. No, I won't mind collecting the money.
Okay.
Then actually, I have a brother in the USA that has been calling me to come for a while.
Okay.
I'll just go and greet. It's not as if I'm leaving the country, and if he says I shouldn't return, you know, I don't want to say I shouldn't tell me what to do.
Okay.
I'll just stay there and
Okay, so
I'll be sending money.
What exactly? You'll be sending money how? What exactly are you doing with this 50 million naira we're talking about?
I go run come out to see it happen.
But you won't come back to Nigeria.
Nigeria help now.
My mother.
Okay.
Oh my.
Nah, don't worry.
Okay, guys, if you're watching this and you have a comment or you have something to say about this,
yes,
our social media handles are on your screens. You could just tweet us or just let us know your view on Instagram. Thank you.
Yeah, that's it. You're free to drop a comment. If you're given 50 million naira to leave this country and never return, what will you do? Drop a comment as soon as possible and let's see how it goes. Yeah, let's quickly check what a presenter has for us on Street Views. Let's go to the streets. We'll be back very soon. Don't touch me now.
That's the base and the base TV is here. I'm a
Okay. You were not informed to.
L-A-N-E.
Aeroplane. E-R-O-P-E-N.
No problem. Continue.
A-R-T-S.
Will you keep quiet?
When a baby dog is called puppy, what is a baby goat called?
A baby goat?
Yes. Goat in man. Baby goat. You.
I sold all my property to send it to the university. But you went there to learn how to smoke in their hemp.
Rise, O compatriots. Nigeria is called to serve our father's land with love and strength and faith. Only shall our free nation that needs a to serve, we shall align to free a nation one and just peace and peace.
Yeah, my name is Taiwo Ibukuli. I'm an actor. Yes, you're watching the Base TV. Keep watching it.
And the bunch, Salah.
One
Baba Turkey, Oga Bartender, ready NSC, because today I want to jolly. She dey make me feel like spend my money. Chuku go Zemba sing for me. In a memory, jim. January to December, so key. After our wedding, we will go. Straight. Baby, come make we chill. This loving is for real. You and I, only you and I ain't get where we move when we're quick in mind. Cause a man that find that they right has found the very good thing. Why am I so my head? Oh yeah, make me dance. I should have celebrated in advance. I don't call your number one fan. Oh my head. Oh yeah, make me dance. I should have celebrated in advance. I don't call your number one fan. Ain't no done that. Baba Turkey, Oga Bartender, ready NSC. Because today I want to jolly. She dey make me feel like to spend my money. Chuku go Zemba sing for me. In a memory, jim. January to December, so key. After our wedding, we will go straight. My baby make you know the way. No jere camera. Let us celebrate this love way we dey share. My darling, just tell me how you want to. Today now your day. Me, I go dance very well, cause you don't make my day. Hey baby, rule baby, you will be my lady. Hey baby, rule baby, you will be my baby. Hey baby, rule baby, you will be my lady. Hey baby, rule baby, you will be my. Kain matanda, tapa toki, otapa tenda, where the NSC. Because today I want to jolly. She dey make me feel right to spend my money. Chuku gozemba sing furugi.
Are you for real? Wow. That's the street is actually really
I told you.
Really cool. But really, was that a national anthem or something else?
My sister, let me smart you know.
Jesus, Nigeria, I hailed you. Wow. Okay guys, the red carpet event, and this is the Euphoria of DJ Rap 2017 edition.
In case you don't know, it's Benji on the beat.
Everybody come, make you follow me go. Make you follow me to feel the rhythm. Say you know I'm capable of. I am capable in every season.
Hello guys, hi guys, welcome to OSOGBO, and it is the Euphoria of DJ Rap and Friends 2017 edition, and I go by the name Jimoke Smiley. So stay tuned, don't go nowhere for you to see different outfits and a lot of people. Stay tuned. Have you been coming to DJ Rap and Friends?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a friend of mine.
Oh wow, okay.
Friend of mine.
Wow, DJ Perfecta, I've been hearing about DJ Perfecta. Nice being with you tonight. How are you doing?
I'm very, very good.
What can you say about DJ Rap as a person?
Yeah, DJ Rap has been a friend, and we've been doing this for about 3 years now. And thank God we are here this year to shut it down as usual.
Are you happy about today?
Yeah, I am, because it's my month.
It's a birthday. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Alright, so what can you say about DJ Rap since we're here to represent him?
I am here to represent DJ Rap. He's a cool guy. He's fun to go with. He's nice. I like everything about DJ Rap.
Okay.
DJ Rap is my brother. Aside that, he's a boss. And DJ Rap is somebody that, you know, when he sees you have this talent, he would like to support you. So that is why we are here to support my brother as well. So he's a boss. He's somebody that I respect so much. So that's all I have to say about him.
Alright, so who styled you?
I just got it from a boutique. I don't know.
And you, who styled you?
My sister. I expect maximum fun.
Alright, so what are expectations from tonight's show?
I'm here to see DJ Rap. DJ Rap is my #1 DJ. Is a wonderful guy. We've been doing this I think it's the 4th edition, and I tell you it's been successful all the way, and it's a success story. DJ Rap is a wonderful DJ, a great DJ with class. You can't compare with just other DJs around here in the city of OSOGBO and in the city of Osun and all that. So for me, I'm here for DJ Rap. I'm here to celebrate DJ Rap, and I believe DJ Rap is going bigger, forward ever, backward never. Yeah, I'm talking about here. So tonight I'm expecting more fun. We're gonna dance like doing all this.
Hey guys, look at the birthday boy, DJ Rap in the building. Hello, DJ Rap.
I'm fine. I'm doing good.
I know, I can see you look good. So, what can you say about the Euphoria of DJ Rap and Friends?
So happy about this today. We've been doing this since 2010, and this is the 7th edition. So, to God be the glory. We're still moving higher. Thank God.
Alright, thank God. So, how has it been so far? Like, you've been doing it back to back. So, what's your take on it? How has it been?
It's been God all the way now. It's been God.
Okay, so do you think there has been any improvement so far?
Sure.
Okay, so who are the people performing here? DJs, hype man?
I have DJ Azan rapping Club Q-Lux. I have DJ Johnson rapping 365 Lounge Island. I have DJ Stone from Ivy City, and I have my own boy DJ Cypher, DJ Wheezy, and some other DJs like that, and a lot of artists.
Wow, so are you performing tonight?
Yeah, sure now. I'll be playing tonight because it's all about me. It's all about Music Zone. It's all about the good music. It's all about the reality.
Okay, so you mean tonight is going to be lit and dope?
Yeah, sure.
Right,
my coming down here is to come and show love. That's why I'm here.
Okay, so what are your expectations from tonight's show?
Well, I don't need to expect anything. DJ Rap is
the bomb.
It's up to the tax. So I'm not expecting anything but the best.
DJ Rap is a friend, is a very nice person and hardworking. It's cool.
Wow, so you mean I can't shout this ICS? That's all.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so who's DJ Rap to you? How can you describe him?
Wow. If I could describe DJ Rap tonight, I'm not going to come up here. DJ Rap is such an amazing someone, as in we believe in someone. For me personally, believe in me because me being a night man all the way from Lagos is because of DJ Rap. I'm here tonight.
I like your outfit. Dope all the way.
It's alright. Yeah, to attract my own fans, man.
Wow, that's cool. So what are your expectations from tonight's show?
Yeah. All my expectation is to make people feel me. As I came here to display what I got.
Alright, yeah, my name's Bamigoya Adiluwa Samson Adebowale Johnson, Eshola Funsha Edeji Musbaudin Raji Otesi Stone and Kosun Adetunji Adedotun Olagojo Benga Ayomide Thompson Ayelaja Olumota Otagiri Lekoko.
What a long name. Alright, you look good. You really look good. Well, do you know DJ Rap? What can you say about DJ Rap?
DJ Rap, DJ Rap, myself and DJ Rap have actually been friends for quite some time now, we've been friends for quite some time now. He's a senior colleague and he's a very fantastic guy, He's a down-to-earth man, It's very fantastic.
My name is MCD Gash, you call me the Mic King, all the way from USA,
Wow, Yankee, we've got somebody from USA here. You look good.
Well, thank you very much. Once you heard that house, well, which USA am I talking about? United States of Agbale plus Abayaga and International.
That is actually busting my head. Like, nice having you guys here. What can you say about DJ Rap?
He's very nice. He's a nice person.
He's humble.
He's cool.
I like your outfit. You look good. You look dope.
Yeah, thank you. It's some time, man, some fear of God, Louboutin, and you have to stay fresh.
Yeah, fresh all the way, and you have to stay dope. Yeah, so what can you say about DJ Rap?
I'm the wrong person to ask what I can say, because I can say everything about DJ Rap. It's like my brother, is my everything, is my mentor. He taught me all the bad things I know.
Are you serious? Passing?
And the good ones too.
Oh yeah, I actually like that, the good ones. Really. So what do you have for us tonight? What do you have to offer? I heard you're performing, so what do you have to offer?
Yeah, sure. Well, a lot of things. Just wait till you get inside.
Oh, so you mean it's gonna be dope, yeah?
Sure, damn dope. I came all the way from Ivy City because of DJ Rap to OSOGBO.
Wow, that's gonna be lit and dope. Yeah. So what are you expecting from tonight's show? What are you expecting?
Tonight, I believe all my fans are here. I have too many fans here. Because I go by the name K to the Slim, aka to Gege Master. And I'm here to perform for them to make them feel happy, to make them feel alright. So that's me. Let me go call me one, if I me, share me, man.
In case you don't know, it's Benji on the beat.
Everything is actually on point. Well, what do you think about it?
Well, you see, it's always good when you see young ladies, young guys, red carpet, and yourself, the presenter there, dope dresses on. You understand?
The wavy level stuff. How do they do it? Okay, it was actually really nice. The Euphoria of the Giraffe 2017 edition is lovely.
We hope you enjoy our show this week, and you can advertise your brand, your products. You want us to cover your red carpet, behind the scene, and so many other things on the Base TV show. You understand? As they go, our Instagram, we are _BaseTV.
and also on Facebook, The Base TV, and our YouTube channel, The Base TV.
And on Twitter, official The Base TV. Hope to see you next week. Keep cool. Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Papi Wizzy.
What up? It's your boy Clef the Lion.
My name is Macor.
It's a boy Balogun in the building.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Massive.
My name is MC Diga.
Showing international hype man, ICS.
Ever blazing DJ Perfector.
DJ Rap on the MRC right now.
My name is K2 the Slim, aka Tigege Master.
I rap entertainment. I rap The Base TV.
The Base TV.
The Base TV.
The Base TV. The Base TV.
We are delighted to welcome you to this program called School on Air Television. It is to help you know all about this mobile learning awesome innovation designed to ensure that you get the best of learning experience with qualified tutors. It should gladden your hearts to know that an opportunity as great as School on Air TV program is being brought to you on this station in the comfort of your homes by the Lesson Teacher app. My name is Funikola Makinde.
Good news! The School on Air video lessons are now available for you to watch anytime and anywhere on our Lesson Teacher app for outstanding success. According to Dale's cone of experience, people genuinely remember 10% of what they read, 20% of what they hear, 30% of what they see, 50% of what they hear and see, which is video. With Lesson Teacher, you can go over the lesson as many times as you want until you achieve 100% mastery. To download the free app, go to Google Store or www.lessonteacher.ng. School on Air, reimagining education.
Welcome back. My name is Tony Adedokun, and I'll also be co-anchoring this program. Now, what is School on Air all about? It is an innovation of the Educational Advancement Center, EAC Bodija Ibadan, put together to make the teaching and learning process more interactive. The School on Air project started about 5 years ago. Our lessons feature about 15 minutes of insightful teaching experience on over 14 different subjects at the senior secondary school level, covering sciences, social sciences, and art. School on Air is the best e-learning platform designed just for you.
He who knows not, and knows not that he knows not, he is a fool. Shun him. He who knows not, and knows he knows not, he is simple. Teach him. He who knows, and knows not he knows, he is asleep. Wake him. He who knows and knows he knows is wise. Follow him. That's an Arabian proverb quoted by Lady Burton in Life of Sir Richard Burton. Lesson Teacher gives you an opportunity to ask questions so that you can know when you know and know when you don't know. All you need to do is post your questions on the Lesson Teacher forum. Simply click to open the forum and post your questions for discussion among your colleagues or respond to the questions of others. We also have experienced teachers to provide tips and guidance all the way. It's that simple. School on Air, reimagining education.
I want to say thank you for staying with us. Now, without further ado, let's go into the English class. The English language is very important in all we do, and mastery of spellings is very critical in English language, especially when writing your essay. Every spelling error counts against you. Therefore, you must be familiar with correct spellings and the rules guiding them. So, let's go and learn about spelling rules.
Now, when you are speaking, no examiner, no teacher tests your spelling. Whether you are using double C or double R or EI or IE, whatever you are using, nobody will be able to test your spelling. Spellings are only tested in writing. That shows the importance attached to spelling in writing. In fact, you should know that when you make any spelling error in the exam, in your final exam, I have been telling you it is minus half. Take note of that. So, within the next few episodes, we'll be looking at spelling, which will help your writing, whether narrative, descriptive, or argumentative, or whatever. Once you write, your spellings are tested. Okay? So, take note of this. It will help you a lot. Now, what's the first rule? I'm going to give you some rules, but no examiner will ask you what is rule 1, what is rule 2, what is rule 3. No. All that will be tested is your application. How are you able to apply this rule to your writing? So let's go on. Now, if you look at the first one there, in general, I comes before E. Okay? I comes before E. Now look at E, 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 I-E, 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 I-E. You have believe, breathe, chief, and so on, mischief. Okay? You see that it is I-E, I-E, I-E. Now, I now put an exception there, except C in some words. So let's go ahead. Now, look at the following words on the board again. You see that it is still IE. You have IE. You have IE in relief. You have IE in. You have IE retrieve. You have IE. You have IE. You have IE. All the words IE, IE, IE. Take note that you are not using E for I or I for E. Now what am I now saying? Look at these words now. You see, you have C here, you have C here, you have C here, you have C here, you have C. It's no more IE, but it is EI. Believe IE, receive EI. Take note. Believe IE, receive EI. Some students will now write receive and then write IE. It's wrong. So look at this. You have EI, you have EI, you have EI, you have EI. Is that clear? Once it has a C, it's EI. Other ones IE. Take note. Now, we now have occasions where you have EI, when you have the spelling E. Look at all these words. EI, neighbor. Look at this. Look at all these words on the board. You will see that they have EI. Okay? They have EI. You have fin, you have neighbor, foreign, obeisance, freight, rain, height, suffix, counterfeit, weight, leisure. All these ones, they have EI, 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 EI. Don't forget. Okay, that's our rule 2. Now we go ahead. Now, when the vowel, take note of this, when the vowel combination follows E or T, the T is pronounced like the sh, as in sheep. Look at this. A shan't. It's not receive or the other one. It's a shan't. Conscience. Sufficient. efficient, and so on and so forth. Sufficient. Now, these rules, you must learn them and then apply them to your various classes. We'll go ahead. Now, if I ask you to, before you look on the board, if I ask you to spell supersede, for example, without looking at the board, I've seen it in so many schools. Supersede, they'll say S-U-P-E-R-C-E-D-E. No. The only word in English that ends in S-E-D-E is the word supersede. Look at it. It's not S. It's not C. It's S. Supersede. Now, all the other words that have the T sound will now be, look at this, exceed, supersede, S, exceed, C, proceed, C, succeed, C. It's very easy to confuse them. Oh, they have the same pronunciation, supersede, concede, but supersede has an S and concede as a C. So take note of that. That's our rule 3. Okay? Words S-E-E-D and with that sound. Am I communicating so far? It's very easy. Now, you can only know this when you are writing. So after writing, I will advise you to go over, use the last 5 minutes. Okay? Before the individual says pens up, go over. You are not infallible. You can make errors. Look for spelling errors in what you have written. I always advise my students, don't spend the whole 1 hour writing. Some students will continue writing until the individual comes and collect the paper. No, that's a wrong method. It's a wrong method. You need to go over what you have. Spend the last, you are given 1 hour. 1 hour to plan, 5 minutes to plan, 5 minutes to read over, and then you use 15 minutes to write. That will help you a lot. Don't overlook that I've written everything. You can make mistakes. Okay? So, rule 4. Now, again, you have concede. For this, you have precede, recede, secede. Take note of that. Okay? It will help you a lot. Now, look at this one. Okay? And then look at the past tense. And then look at this. So you have panic. Okay? And then you have picnic, panic, mimic, frolic, traffic. And look at their past. And then you have the ing, picnicking, panicking, mimicking, frolicking. And what am I trying to say here is that you have the here, and then you have ed, ed, ked, ed, ked, ing. Okay? These are things you have to look at. Okay? There's an exception to that. Look at this one. You have this, and that is also possible there. Take note of that. Okay? For that one, it's an exception to the rule.
There is this good news on mobile learning for senior secondary students, and it's called the Lesson Teacher. Now I have the honor of telling you the most thrilling part of this good news, and it is about the Lesson Teacher Android app. This mobile app gives you opportunity to download the lessons in different subjects, covering the entire part of the senior secondary school curriculum. Not only is it fast to download, it's also affordable. Now to get this app on your mobile Android phones and devices, visit lessonteacher.ng or go to the Google Play Store.
Hello, want to get the best out of school on air? Get the Lesson Teacher app today. The lesson teacher was designed to wipe out failure and make study enjoyable in 2 modes, online and offline. For the offline mode, you need to visit this station or any of our appointed agents where you can get the APK. Once you transfer the APK to your phone or tablet, put on to install the app on your phones and register using your user ID, and you are ready to go. Each video lesson costs 20 Naira only, which must be in your wallet. Your agent will help you fund your wallet and download as many video lessons as you want. Don't forget, for 20 Naira only. For the online mode, go to lessonteacher.ng or Google Play Store to download the APK free of charge. After downloading, you need to install and register your name, email and phone number, securing it with a password. Thereafter, you are ready to go by funding your wallet with your ATM card. It's that simple. School on Air, reimagining education.
Okay? Now, you now see some words, an accented single consonant at the end of a word is doubled when the vowel suffix is added. Now you have admit, okay, and then you now have TTED, admitted. You have T here, double T, T here, double T, T here, double T. Commit, committed. MMTT, TTT, TTT, and so on and so forth. We have more examples there. You have R, then RR, take note, okay, defer, RR. This one is a common error. I've seen it in so many writings. Occurred, and students will spell occurred with 1 R. It's wrong. You have CC, RR. Okay? Then you have infer, then RR, inferred, refer, referred, worship, worshipped. Is that clear? T, T, T. Okay, we go ahead. Don't forget, in the first one I told you, when we were spelling refer, R-E-F-E-R-R-E-D. Can you remember? Now we now come to the word offer. Now you now have O-F-F-E-R-E-D. Not double R. Referred, RR. Offered, single R. These are minor things that can take away your mark. So you have to be very careful. You have to be very careful with them. Look at the next one. Severe, develop, gallop, and suffered. Okay? These are exceptions to this rule. Please take note, take note, take note, take note. You will discover that they will help your writing to flow. So you don't deal with, you see, when students come out, what did you pick? I wrote on narrative essay. I wrote to my father. What about you? I picked question 9. Forgetting that any question you pick, the way you put it down is even more important. Content is just 10 marks. Organization is 10 marks. The expression and then the mechanical accuracy, how many marks? That's 30 marks. So the way you put it, you have 30 marks. Very important. So when you get to the exam hall or your teacher is giving you an essay to write, after you have finished writing the essay, look at it. Look at your essay very well, that there are no spelling errors. Are you with me? So we go ahead. Look at more example. Ballot, T, balloted. Budget, budgeted. Offer, offered. Credit, credited. Bigot, bigoted. Okay? Now we go ahead you have words ending in LL usually drop one L when adding another word to form it. Already. Okay? Full, feel. Okay? Hate, full, almost. Take note of that. Okay? And then, but you have enroll, welfare, welcome, joyful, peaceful, and all this will help you a lot. Now, there are exceptions to this rule. You have all round, farewell, LL, fullness, LL, spell down, spellbound, LL, stillness, LL, enroll, LL. Is different from enroll. So don't confuse enroll to enroll. Enroll single L, enroll LL. Okay? There are always exceptions to the rules. Okay? Then make, you drop the E, then you add ing. Take note. You have make, drop the E, making. Fame plus OUS, famous. Okay? Believe, believable. Okay, you drop the E in cases like this. Please take note. Okay? Go ahead. And then you have E, you drop the E, you drop the E, you drop the E there. And so what do you have? You have expensive, you have biting, example, writing, and blamable. Now we look also that always you have issuing, move, movable, create, creator, grieve, grievous. Take note of the spelling of grievous. It's not that when you spell grievous, it's not there's no I there. It's grievous. Take note. And then I have, like normally, exception to this rule. Advantage, what do you have? You have advantageous. You have courage. You don't drop the E in these ones. Change, changeable. Manage, manageable. Is that clear? So these are exceptions to the rule. Marriage, marriageable. Notice, noticeable. Peace, peaceable. And then finally you have service, service. Take note, you drop E in some cases, you don't drop the E in some other cases. Okay? Now, look at this. When you single L, you now double it. You have cancelled, you have LL, cancelled. Okay? You have equaled, you have labeled, and then you have impaired, LL, LL, LL. These are simple rules which I want you to take note of. Marvel, marvelous, prepare, propelled, marshal, quarrel, quarrel, quarrel. Now take note of this. I want you to take note of this. QUARRELLED. Okay, rival, cancelled, and so on and so forth. Parallel, unparalleled, perilous. So these are some of the things. I'm going to give you 2 assessments today. Okay, I grade A. Now look at the following. Did you have to put whether it is EI or IE. Did you dash my letter? What a dash person. You just put whether it is EI or IE. Then she has lost dash. And then what is dash? And then do you dash him? He is dash. That's a big dash. Mary is my best dash. Very easy. You should get everything in this one. So, but look at the next one. They have lost that. Now look at the next one. Now, put a suitable form of the verb in bracket. Tell us what dash after the game. tell us what dash. I want you to know how you should put that. Number 2, you have dash a vital point. What should be the correct form of the verb? And notice, no dash. No dash. We stop to watch some men dash a trench at the end of the road. The man dashed his offense when he was arrested. We spent a long time dash the exhibition. Mrs. Victoria has dashed your complaint to me. Now you will discover that in this episode we have looked at EI or IE, single R or RR, L or LL. Please, I implore you to go over them and do this. In the next episode, we are still going to look at other aspects of spelling. I'm sure you have enjoyed this lesson. I have enjoyed bringing it to you because I know I want you to do well in spelling when you write. Have a victorious, triumphant day.
From the English language class. I think that was simply amazing. I am sure you're glad that you did not miss it. You can practice further by attempting the assessment questions. Also, in subsequent weeks, we will be introducing the watch and win promo. There will be 3 questions on each subject, and winners will be announced at the beginning of the following week with prizes. The questions will also be available on the website in case you miss out on any edition.
Are you a CBT owner or an operator of a business center, cyber cafe, continuing education center, or a tutorial center? You now have an opportunity to partner with this station by joining our network of lesson teacher agents. As a lesson teacher agent, you will be set up to distribute videos to students, guide them on how to get the best out of lesson teacher at a profit. Not only will you be doing good business, you will be contributing your own quota to the collective efforts in advancing the quality of education in our society. As a social entrepreneur, all you need is a good location, a laptop or desktop, a router, and you are ready to go. To join our team, contact the commercial manager of this station or go to our website at www.lessonteacher.ng to submit your details. Together, we can make a positive difference. School on Air, reimagining education. Welcome to the evening news. I am Oluwatoyin Yusuf.
President Muhammadu Buhari has presided over the Federal Executive Council meeting in Abuja. This will be the first Federal Executive Council meeting that President Buhari has presided over since his return from his medical vacation on the 19th of last month. Most of the cabinet ministers were in attendance, including the Minister of Women Affairs, Hajia Aisha Al-Hassan. The United Nations World Tourism Organization has elected Nigeria as Vice President Africa at its ongoing 22nd General Assembly in Chengdu, Sichuan Province of Southwest China. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, who led Nigeria's delegation to the General Assembly, assumed the seat on behalf of the country for the next 2 years. We welcome you to our social news segment. Muslims have been called upon not to deviate from the good lessons and the significance of the just concluded Eid al-Kabir. The founder of our socio-political organization, Tiwantiwa Lotion, Barrister Kunle Adegoke Umidiko, was speaking with newsmen Osogbo shortly after hosting members of the group. Among other people, pointed out that it is very imperative for all adherents of Islam to be faithful, devoted, and be their brother's keeper at all times. According to Barrister Adegoke, the love and support of all members of the group, Tiwantiwa Lotion, cannot be overemphasized. The Director General of the group, Alhaji Muhyiddin Kosemani, Mr. Shola Fanawopo, and Cromwell Femi, described Barrister Adegoke as a virtuous leader capable and competent to hold any leadership position. Political heavyweights, traditional rulers, captains of industry, cultural renaissance, and men of the fourth estate of the realm, as well as friends and well-wishers, will tomorrow morning converge on rural spring holiday in Picket area, Ikiru Road, Osogbo, for a book launch. This is contained in our release jointly signed by the chairman of the planning committee, Mr. Olushola Ajala, and his secretary, Olawumi Olani. The book, titled OSBCTV and written by a veteran broadcast journalist, Mr. Latuji Idowu, pays special attention to how Yoruba culture will be resuscitated. The release therefore enjoins all lovers of the highly cherished culture and tradition of Yoruba to grace the occasion. Meanwhile, it has been stressed that a reader is a leader, but there cannot be a reader without a writer. It is in the light of this that OSBC Chapel of the Nigeria Union of Journalists NUJ felicitates with one of its own, Olatuji Idowu, who is unveiling a new book titled OSBCTV, a collection of English proverbs and axioms translated into Yoruba, and released by the chairman and secretary of the union. Describes the author, Olatuji Idowu, as a classical Yoruba newscaster, editor, and presenter with an unrepentant love for Yoruba language. The release encourages other journalists to delve into writing in order to pass knowledge up to up-and-coming newsmen. Meanwhile, this month's Congress of the Nigeria Union of Journalists NUJ Osun State Council holds tomorrow in the afternoon at the NUJ Press Center, Iwo Road, Osogbo. A statement by the Secretary of the Council, Bola Dale Bambola, says a meeting of the Executive Chapel's chairman and secretaries will hold earlier at noon. The opening ceremony of the maiden edition of an international conference jointly organized by the Office of the Culture and Tourism State of Osun and the National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism holds tomorrow. Venue of the conference tagged Nihotor Culture and Tourism International Conference 2017 with the Center for Black Culture and International Understanding, Osogbo. A release by the Coordinating Director, Office of Culture and Tourism, Mr. Samuel Adeniyi, and the Zonal Coordinator of Nihotor, Dr. Nasir Tijani, says the conference will be declared open by the Governor, State of Osun, Ogbonrauf Aregbesola. Expected are delegates from different tertiary institutions in the country offering tourism and hospitality outfit, stakeholders in the sector, and other invited dignitaries. The annual Customers Forum of Ogiyan Microfinance Bank Ejigbo holds tomorrow morning. Venue is the bank premises opposite Central Mosque, Ojaoba, Ejigbo. On the meeting by the management of the bank says the forum will discuss the launching of a new product in form of agricultural and developmental loans to customers, among others. The release joins stakeholders, most especially customers of Ogiyan Microfinance Bank Ejigbo, to attend as a matter of duty. The Christ Apostolic Evangelical Outreach Worldwide, situated at Alabameta area of OSOGBO, will start its 40 hours with God program tomorrow morning with the theme From Calvary to Pentecost. This is contained in our release by the host pastor, Prophet Ayola Olaniyi, as the guest speaker, while the guest speaker is Prophet Funsho Akande. Expected to feature at the 40 Hours with God are pastors Ojeduro, Kayode Kayode, Oyeshiji, and Farayola. The late Are Musulumi of Agbofi Mosque, Ikiru, Alhaj Nasruddin Olanrewaju Oduoye has been described as a pious man who served Allah and humanity when he lived. The Mufassir of Ikiru, Sheikh Mudaffir Abimbola, made this known shortly after the Janaza prayer led by the Chief Imam of Ikiru land, Sheikh Yunus Balogun, for the patriarch of Oduoye Dynasty Ikiru. Sheikh Abimbola, who emphasized the need for individuals to remember their Creator and worship Him alone, described death as unnecessary and for everybody. Calling on affluent Muslims to spend their wealth in propagating Islam, the Mufassir of Ikirulan acknowledged the impacts of the late Alhaj Nasruddin Oduoye on the growth of Islam in Ikiru. Speaking in separate interviews with newsmen, children of the deceased, including Alhaj Abdul Wahid, Isaac, and Majid, described the death of their father as painful, but thanked Allah that he lived a fulfilled life. They prayed Allah to grant him Al-Jannat Firdaus. In the meantime, the Oduoye dynasty of Agbofi Compound Ikiru has announced tomorrow morning as the third day Fidao in honor of the patriarch of the family, the late Alhaj Nasruddin Olanrewaju Oduoye. A statement by the Oduoye family on behalf of the children, grand and great-grandchildren of the late community leader and cocoa merchants of national and international reckoning indicates that his Fidao holds at Rawdat Arabic and Islamic Institute Ikiru. Aged 87, the late Alhaj Nasruddin Oduoye, popularly known as Baba Onikuku, died yesterday and has been buried at Tudun Muslim burial ground in Ikiru. Other ends our social news segment, and auto sport. The State of Osun House of Assembly has pledged its readiness to reward and recognize any athlete who clinches gold medal at the ongoing third edition of the National Under-17 Youth Games in Ilorin, Kwara State. Members of the State Parliament Sports Committee, led by the Chairman, Honorable Tajuddin Famoyide, gave the pledge when they visited the state contingents at the same venue. Addressing some of the athletes and officials, Committee Chairman, Honorable Famoyide, said it was a great honor for Osun to identify with other states in the games, which is aimed at discovering raw talents from the grassroots. Honorable Famoyide enjoined all representatives of Osun to uphold the Moluabi ethos throughout their stay in the state of harmony. In our response, the acting general manager of the Sports Council, Mrs. Lola Oluokun, appreciated the visit of the House of Assembly as well as the gesture of Ogbero for Aregbesola, which according to her are the ingredients of success recorded by the athletes. On the foreign scene, North Korea has said the U.S. will suffer the greatest pain over its role in the imposition of the latest sanctions on the country. These comments came after the UN Security Council unanimously adopted a U.S. draft resolution slapping the sanctions on North Korea. North Korea has rejected the resolution as illegal and unlawful and said the U.S. was fired up for political, economic, and military confrontation. For his part, U.S. President Donald Trump said the latest sanctions on North Korea were only a very small step and nothing compared to what would have to happen to deal with the country's nuclear program. That ends the evening news on OSBC television. We thank you for watching. Join us at 7 for major reports. Good evening.
alágogo ó máa ró. Kọ́ńkọ́ alágogo ó máa ró. Bíná bá wọlé ògùngùn á lọ. Bíná bá wọlé ògùngùn á lọ. Ìmọ́lẹ̀ dé.
Àǹfààní afárá ìpọ̀ gbogbo àwọn omi tó ń wá láti dẹ̀yìn omi yẹn pọ̀ láti omi yẹn lọ ó ṣe kú lọ ìpàdé náà máa parí ẹ̀ nígbà òwò bíbẹ̀ ara wọ̀ òkè.
Ní nǹkan ti ń yí padà dáadáa lórí oníkálukú ti ń wá àwọn kan ti ń lọ sí ìlú yẹn àwọn tí wọn gbà wípé lóye ẹ̀tẹ́ bá pẹ́ nọ́tìsì lẹ́ẹ̀kan ẹ̀rí pé àwọn oníkòkó wọ́n ti lọ bẹ̀ àwọn onígi ti ń lọ bẹ̀ láti lọ máa ra ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ igi ló wà ń bẹ̀ táwọn èèyàn lọ là torí pé kò sí bó ṣe máa fi mọ́tò kó jáde àwọn ibì kan wà bẹ̀ tí wọn ò lè dáko síbẹ̀ kò sí bí èrò kò sọ máa jáde wọn lẹ́nu ìgbà tí wọ́n ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ iṣẹ́ yìí àwọn èèyàn ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní lọ mú oko lérí alágbèrè.
Àjọra kò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n sì mú ṣẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ ká bá bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ọmọ aráyé. Àjọra kò sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n sì mú ṣẹ́. Ọ̀rọ̀ ajé là fún wa ní ìgbèríko. Ìrọ̀rùn náà ó sì máa kórè oko wálé. Òwe ń léṣe bẹ́ẹ̀ lájọ ramp tíjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun gbé kalẹ̀ pẹ̀lú báńkì àgbáyé àti iléeṣẹ́ ìdàgbàsókè ilẹ̀ Faransé. Wọ́n ti mú lérí náà ṣẹ o. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ọ̀nà tó ti dí mọ́ wọn ní ìgbèríko làjọ ramp ti là tí mọ́tò ń pàfẹ́ báwọn lábúlé. Àṣeyọrí ramp lóko lè rúgba ojú ọ̀nà ìgbèríko líla òun àtúnṣe ẹsẹ̀ lé ní. Kíkọ́ àtàtúnṣe afárá orí odò mẹ́rìnlélógún tí ń lọ láwá ṣe mọ̀ pọ́dẹ̀jì. Àmójútó ojú ọ̀nà bí ọ̀kànlélọ́gọ́ta ibùsọ̀ ní ìgbèríko. Ìpele kejì tó jẹ́ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta ibùsọ̀ ojú ọ̀nà ìgbèríko líla agbẹ́dàsọ láìpẹ́ yìí. Láyé ramp àwọn èèyàn ìgbèríko ń dúpẹ́. Ìgbé ayé rokoroko dìgbẹ́dẹ́mú pẹ́ ìrọ̀rùn lọ́gbẹ́ ń kórè oko wálé. Owó ọkọ̀ àtàkókò pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. Kódà ìpèsè iṣẹ́ sì wà fáwọn àgbẹ̀ ní. Ẹ̀yin èèyàn ìgbèríko náà ẹ kópa tó jọjú kíṣẹ́ tó bẹ̀rẹ̀. Bíṣẹ́ bá ń lọ lọ́wọ́ àti bíṣẹ́ ọ̀nà bá parí tán. Kárí ìpè tiwa lójú ọ̀nà. A lò ó dáadáa. Gbogbo akógi àtìdọ̀tí sí ojú àgbàrá. Yanrìn wíwà pẹ̀lú yẹyọ lójú ọ̀nà tó yẹ kágbàrá ó gbà lọ ìwà burúkú ni. Eré àsápajúdé òsì gbọdọ̀ wà. Olú-ilé-iṣẹ́ ráàpù bẹ nílé-iṣẹ́ ìtẹ̀wé ìjọba tẹ́lẹ̀ lójú ọ̀nà Ìkìrun àtijọ́ lóṣogbo. Ráàpù àríyé ọ̀nà ráàpù.
ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa ẹ kú káràkátà látàárọ̀ ẹ kú ọrọ̀ ajé ìròyìn ìrọ̀lẹ́ là mú wá fún yín Jọlá Adé Ìgbàróọlá lórúkọ tèmi. Ààrẹ Muhammadu Buhari ló darí ìjókòó ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ àpapọ̀ ilẹ̀ yìí tó wáyé nílùú Àbújá lónìí. Èyí ni ìgbà àkọ́kọ́ tààrẹ Buhari yóò darí ìpàdé ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ ilẹ̀ yìí látìgbà tó ti padà dé láti ilẹ̀ Gẹ̀ẹ́sì tó ti lọ gba ìtọ́jú lọ́jọ́ 19 oṣù tó kọjá. Ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn ọmọ ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ rẹ̀ nínú ìta àti rí mínísítà fọ́rọ̀ àwọn obìnrin Aisha Alhassan ni wọ́n péjú síbi ìpàdé náà. Ẹ̀ka tó ń bójútó ọ̀rọ̀ ibi ìgbafẹ́ nínú àjọ ìṣọ̀kan àgbáyé ti yan ọmọ ilẹ̀ Nàìjíríà sípò igbákejì ààrẹ ẹ̀ka ọ̀hún nílẹ̀ áfíríkà níbi ìpàdé àpapọ̀ rẹ̀ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejìlélógún tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́ ní chengdu chuan lẹ́kùn ìwọ̀ oòrùn ilẹ̀ china. mínísítà fìtò ìròyìn àtàṣà alhaji lai mohammed tó ṣáájú ikọ̀ láti ilẹ̀ nàìjíríà lọ síbi ìpàdé àpapọ̀ ọ̀hún ló gba ipò kejì ààrẹ tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ yìí. odidi ọdún méjì gbáko ni yóò sì fi wà nípò. ìròyìn fi yé ni pé wọ́n yan ọmọ ilẹ̀ kébàdì kan sírú ipò yìí kan náà níbi ìpàdé àpapọ̀ ẹlẹ́ẹ̀mejì lọ́dún yìí níbi tá a ti ráṣojú bíi 1,000 láti orílẹ̀-èdè 75 ni wọ́n tún ti yan orílẹ̀-èdè mexico àti colombia láti ṣojú ẹkùn ilẹ̀ amẹ́ríkà. alága ìpàdé àpérò ọ̀hún lee jansok tó darí ètò ìdìbò àtìpàdé àpapọ̀ yìí sọ pé wọ́n so òfin 43 tó fòtílé ṣíṣètò ìdìbò ní bòńkẹ́lẹ́rọ̀ níbi ètò tọ̀tẹ̀ yìí. nígbà tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ nípa ètò ìdìbò ọ̀hún alhaji lai mohammed sọ pé 20 ọdún sẹ́yìn èyí nù lọ́dún 1997 lórílẹ̀‐èdè nàìjíríà dipò yìí mú àti pé iyì àtẹ̀yẹ ló tún jẹ́ fún ilẹ̀ yìí láti tún rí ipò ọ̀hún gbà padà. a kí ẹ káàbọ̀ sí abala láwùjọ wa. olùdásílẹ̀ ẹgbẹ́ kan tá a mọ̀ sí tiwantiwa lọ́sùn amòfin kúnlé adégòkè ti gba àwọn mùsùlùmí nímọ̀ràn láti máa tẹ̀lé ẹ̀kọ́ tẹ́sìn islam àtèyí tọdún iléyà fi kọ́ ni. amòfin kúnlé adégòkè gbámọ̀ràn yìí kalẹ̀ lásìkò tó ń bá àwọn oníròyìn sọ̀rọ̀ nílùú òṣogbo ní kété tó gbàlejò àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ náà àtàwọn ìkan àwùjọ míì tán. ó mẹ́nubà bó ṣe ṣe pàtàkì tó fún gbogbo ẹlẹ́sìn islam láti jẹ́ olùfọkànsìn kí wọ́n sì máa dìde ìrànwọ́ sáwọn akẹgbẹ́ wọn ní gbogbo ìgbà. amòfin adégòkè ní ìfẹ́ àti àtìlẹ́yìn táwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ tiwantiwa lọ́sùn ṣe fóun kò kéré rárá. olùdarí àgbà fẹ́gbẹ́ tiwantiwa lọ́sùn alhaji muhyiddin kòṣemáàní ọ̀gbẹ́ni ṣọlá fanawọ́pọ̀ àti comrade fẹ́mi ṣàpèjúwe amòfin kúnlé adégòkè gẹ́gẹ́ bí aṣáájú tóògùn rẹ̀ ṣe fi gbárí láti dípò òṣèlú mú. àwọn olóṣèlú orí adé àwọn tó mójú ìlẹ́jà ìdáṣẹ́sílẹ̀ àwọn ìkan àwùjọ lápapọ̀ àtàwọn oníròyìn tó fi mọ́ àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ojúlùmọ̀ àti afẹ́nifẹ́re yóò péjú sí ilé ìtura royal spring holiday inn tó wà lójú ọ̀nà ìkírun òṣogbo láàárọ̀ ọ̀la fáyẹyẹ ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìwé kan. èyí jẹyọ nínú àtẹ̀jáde kan tí alága ìgbìmọ̀ tó ṣe kò kárí ayẹyẹ ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìwé náà ọ̀gbẹ́ni olúṣọlá àjàlá àtakọ̀wé ọláwùmí ọlánìyí pawọ́pọ̀ fi síta. ọ̀jìnì oníròyìn nílé iṣẹ́ ìgbóhùnsáfẹ́fẹ́ ọ̀gbẹ́ni ọlátúnjí ìdòwú tó kọ ìwé náà tẹnumọ́ ọ̀nà láti ṣàgbéǹde àṣà yorùbá nínú ìwé ọ̀hún. àtẹ̀jáde náà wá rọ àwọn olólùfẹ́ àṣà yorùbá láti péjú síbi ayẹyẹ náà. kò sí àní-àní pé láìsí òǹkọ̀wé kò lè sí òǹkàwé. èyí ló mú kẹgbẹ́ oníròyìn iléeṣẹ́ osbc ó dáwọ́ ìdùnnú pẹ̀lú ọ̀kan lára àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ náà ọlátúnjí ìdòwú lórí ayẹyẹ ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìwé kan tó kọ èyí ò ní àmú ọgbọ́n èyí tó jẹ́ àkójọpọ̀ òwe àti àkànlò èdè lédè òyìnbó tó tú sédè yorùbá. àtẹ̀jáde kan tálága ẹgbẹ́ náà olúwatóyìn yusuf àtakọ̀wé nathaniel oyègòkè fi síta ṣàpèjúwe òǹkọ̀wé náà ọlátúnjí ìdòwú gẹ́gẹ́ bí akọ̀ròyìn lédè yorùbá tọrọ dá ṣáká lẹ́nu rẹ̀ tó tún jẹ́ olóòtú ìròyìn àti atọ́kùn ètò tó nífẹ̀ẹ́ aláìlẹ́gbẹ́ sédè yorùbá. àtẹ̀jáde náà wá rọ àwọn oníròyìn yòókù láti mọ́rọ̀ ìwé kíkà lọ́kùnkúndùn lọ́nà táwọn oníròyìn tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn wọn yóò fi rọ́gbọ́n kọ́ nínú ohun tí wọ́n bá kọ. lọ́la láyẹyẹ ìfilọ́lẹ̀ ìwé àmù ọgbọ́n yóò wáyé nílé ìtura royal spring holiday inn lójú ọ̀nà ìkírun lóṣogbo lọ́wọ́ àárọ̀. ìpàdé olóṣooṣù ẹgbẹ́ oníròyìn nípínlẹ̀ ọ̀ṣun yóò wáyé lọ́sàn-án ọ̀la nílé ẹgbẹ́ náà tó wà lójú ọ̀nà ìwó lóṣogbo. àtẹ̀jáde kan tí akọ̀wé ẹgbẹ́ náà bọ́lá dalẹ́ bámigbọ́lá fi síta ní ìpàdé àwọn ọmọ ìgbìmọ̀ aláṣẹ ẹ̀ka ẹgbẹ́ náà gbogbo ni yóò kọ́kọ́ wáyé náà. àtẹ̀jáde náà ní lára ohun tí yóò tún wáyé níbi ìpàdé ọ̀hún ìfilọ́lẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ ìgbìmọ̀ tí yóò ṣiṣẹ́ lórí ètò fífi àmì ẹ̀yẹ dánilọ́lá àti ìdíje eré bọ́ọ̀lù láàrin àwọn ẹ̀ka ẹgbẹ́ gbogbo. àtẹ̀jáde ń rọ àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ láti tètè dé pẹ̀lú bó ṣe jẹ́ pé ohun tó ní ṣe pẹ̀lú ọ̀rọ̀ ìdẹ̀rùn àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ náà yóò wà lára ohun tí yóò mọ̀ pẹ̀pẹ́lù níbẹ̀. lọ́la láyẹyẹ ìṣíde ìpàdé àpérò kan tí ọ́fíìsì tó ń rí sí ọrọ̀ àṣà àti ibùdó ìgbafẹ́ nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ National Institute for Hospitality and Tourism NIHOTO ẹ̀ka tìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ṣagbátẹrù rẹ̀ yóò wáyé. gbọ̀ngàn ibùdó àṣà adúláwọ̀ àti ìgbọ́ra-ẹni-yé tó wà nílùú Òṣogbo láyẹyẹ yóò ti wáyé. àtẹ̀jáde kan tí alámòjútó gbogbogbò fún ọ́fíìsì tó rí sí ọ̀rọ̀ àṣà àti ibùdó ìgbafẹ́ nípínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ọ̀gbẹ́ni Samuel Adéníyì àti ọ̀mọ̀wé Nasiru Tìjání fi síta tọ́ka sí pé gómìnà ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀ṣun ọ̀gbẹ́ni Rauf Arẹ́gbẹ́ṣọlá ni yóò ṣíde ìpàdé náà. lára àwọn tírètí wà pé wọ́n ó péjú síbi ètò ọ̀hún ni àwọn aṣojú láti iléèwé gíga gbogbo tí wọ́n ti ń kọ́ nípa ìmọ̀ ibùdó ìgbafẹ́ àti àwọn tọ́rọ̀ ẹ̀ka ibùdó ìgbafẹ́ kan gbọ̀ngbọ̀n àtàwọn míì tí wọ́n ti fìwé pè. ìpàdé àpérò ọlọ́dọọdún fáwọn oníbàárà ilé ìfowópamọ́ alábọ́dé ìlú Èjìgbò èyí ò ní Ògìyàn microfinance